Have you seen with your team in terms of practice? Do you see a renewed sense of urgency?
I hope so. It's a huge game for us. It's a must-win for us, and hopefully we play better. Just defensively, went better. Offensively, I thought we had a good practice yesterday. Today wasn't as good. Every day's different, every week's different, and we just got to bring it. SMU's coming in with a lot of confidence. We got to get our juju back. And hopefully we'll get it back.
Coach, you were telling Wags earlier this week that you didn't want your guys to be thinking too much about being in a rut, so to speak, but the players that we talked to after the game last week talked about doing soul searching. Do you almost want them to kind of pump the brakes on that and say, don't get too in your heads?
Well, it's human nature. I start soul searching. Just what are we doing? But ultimately, the only thing you can do is just come back and go to work. One play at a time, one practice at a time, one rep at a time. That's all you can control. You think about what happened the last 3 games and you're trying to see what you did wrong or how you can improve. But the only thing you can rectify is how you work now, and that's been our message.
How important is it for Zach to really take all the time he can to get his body right, especially going into this latter part of the season where he's obviously pretty beat up?
Yeah, hopefully, he's, like you said, he's beat up. Hopefully he gets better. He's, played tremendously hard for us and he's done a lot of good things. But, he is banged up, and we're towards a critical part of the season, and hopefully he gets healthy.
Is there anything extra you guys can do at this point for a kid who's not afraid of getting hit? He is going to go out there and kind of bowl people over.
Well, yeah, we're trying to see, we've, Garrett's gone in there, we have other guys practicing, and so, but we are who we are too, we're not a drop back team, and we're an option football team, we're a physical option football team, but we're trying our best. He's done a great job of getting treatment, but yeah, he's a human, and they hit him hard, and he's, like I say, he's a tough kid, a really tough kid.
Coach Pearson talked about one of the things he wants to see is just guys play fast and not think, and I think maybe on both sides of the ball that might be something you're preaching. Can you talk about why that's important?
Especially last week, Wags. Like, we lost to Memphis, we lost to Central Florida, but there are things we could point to. We were like running quicksand on this past game. We were just I've been coaching here a long time, and it's been a long time since I've seen us. We were just in a funk, and we just whatever it is, whatever the soul searching, we just got to play fast. Mm-hmm. Don't overanalyze things. Just come off the ball on offense, and cover your guy on defense and play fast. And that's kind of where we're at right now. Just everybody doesn't need to be Dr. Phil. Right. Just go out there and play fast.
With regard to the injury report, I know a lot of guys got back last week. Walker, Kalen Williams, but Hudson Sullivan did not play. Where is Hudson? Is he?
He's doing more in his rehab process, but he'll still be out this week.
Right. Do you think the defense is missing him? Because that's a guy that was playing really well.
Yeah, just a real physical guy, brings the temperament that you're looking for, and we definitely miss him. Brandon was playing well early in the season. He hurt his knee, is not playing as well as he did early on. He's banged up too, kind of like, Zach's guys have laid it on the line for our team, but they break down. So we definitely miss him though. Anybody
else that you think you're going to get back this week that has been out? I know most of them came back against Temple.
Back, yeah.
Right, but the Hudson's one of the guys that's still on the mend. Okay.
Coach, just for the record, can we talk about how nice it is to have Keenan on a practice squad, and especially in the nation's capital?
We're excited for him. Like I said, we were just watching him on tape, and we just remember how good he was and how good he is, and just really excited for him. He's such a great kid, been a great ambassador for our program, and for him to get signed, I know. Are you happy, Strauss?
He's the one guy that can make me kind of cheer for the Redskins. He's the one guy.
The number one Cowboy fan in the country, but he's the one guy. But we're excited for him.
One thing I wanted to ask is I always try this week on Senior Week to put the spotlight on a couple guys that stick around and play scout team. We're talking about Jordan Pittman, Isaac Wright, Mahar, and
Trey Olson.
Can you talk about those guys? Because I think that's remarkable.
That's what our program's about. Selfless guys. Randy Beggs, he's our holder. He's just safety. He wants to do other things. We ask, hey, you're too valuable now. We can't have you tackling and hurting your hands. You're the holder. And he said, okay, and he did it.
Right.
Most guys are like, what? I'm going to play.
Right.
But we got selfless kids here, and That's what makes our program.
Does it help having seniors on the scout team?
No doubt, because they show the other guys what we're about and who we are. It's not about you, because everybody comes from high school. You're the star, you're the king of the prom. You know what I mean? And just everybody's patting you on the back, and it's good for human beings to sometimes go to the back of the line and humble yourself.
Right.
And so it's good for our program. That's kind of who we are. And so when the seniors show them that, like, hey, look at, I'm a senior, I'm still working hard. Just everybody else kind of falls, rank and file.
Right. Well, just talk about Senior Day and what it means.
Senior Day means a lot, especially for the seniors. It's our last go around in the stadium, the Marine Corps Memorial Stadium. Try to soak in every moment. Don't let any minute pass us by, and just try to make the most of it. It's gonna be a fun game, and hopefully we'll come out on top.
Navy's won 12 straight Senior Day games. It shows that everybody takes that as an important game to send the seniors out right. You feel like that's something of all games to defend the home turf?
Yeah, I mean, we want to defend it every home game. We take pride in defending our stadium. But, of course, I remember last year I wanted to win that game so bad for our seniors because I wanted them to go out the right way. And I'm pretty sure the underclassmen, they wanted us to go out the right way as well. And the seniors, we definitely want to win our last game at home.
Can you talk about some of the seniors? I was just talking to Coach Niumatalolo. There's some guys that are on scout team, guys like Isaac Wright and Jordan Pittman and the Mahar kid and Olds Trails, I think. Can you talk about what it's like with those guys that are, I mean, they're still here. They could have quit so long ago and said, they come out here every day and they're on scout team.
Yeah, honestly, I mean, that's what the brotherhood is all about, really. Like, we talk about love for our brothers, just wanting to be around each other. And those guys, even though, I mean, they're on scout team and everything, we all still hang out together. We're all still buddies because, I mean, at the end of the day, we're all going to do the same thing afterwards. But I really appreciate those dudes. They give us great looks on scout team, on offense and on defense, and they're just really great guys.
Can you talk about where the mindset of the team is at this moment? 3 straight losses. Last week was not a typical Navy performance. What's got to change?
Just get back to the basics. Get back to Navy football. We're really hungry. We got to work harder. We got to play harder. We got to be perfect on every play. We're just hungry. We're really hungry for this win.
Well, I was just asking Darryl Bonner, Senior Day. It's hard to believe that it's here. What is your thoughts?
I'm just emotional, especially when I think about my class. Like, we've been through so much together. It's our last time out, especially in our stadium. So it's gonna be a lot of emotion. My family's gonna be here. My friends' families are gonna be here. It's gonna be a good one, though.
How important is it to win on Senior Day? Navy's won 12 straight on Senior Day. It shows how much it means to the program to send the seniors out. Right.
Winning on Senior Day is tradition, so we gotta keep the tradition going.
What does this team have to do to turn things around?
Just get back to playing really how we play, and I mean, like, toughness, just knowing that we're the underdog and actually playing with a chip on our shoulder. We haven't been doing that lately, so that's the number one thing.
When we talked to you after the Temple game, you mentioned about doing some soul searching, say get the seniors together and find out what we're letting slip. Did you do that? Did you kind of convene a meeting?
Yeah. We figured out what it was, but a lot of things that we talked about was we thought about how long we've been here and all the things we've done, all the hard times we've had together, and like, are we really gonna let that slip? Especially when we have a lot of young guys looking to us for answers. How are we gonna like lead them? How are we gonna help them out? So really, it comes down to just making this game a testament of how hard it's been here for us and showing how together we are.
College football season is ups and downs. I mean, Penn State was number 1 in the country and they lost 2 in a row. Everybody, all of a sudden, people were like, "What happened?" But they could be back in the national championship picture again in 2 weeks. Same with Navy. You actually still have a chance to win the West Division of the American Athletic Conference. So you have goals ahead of you. Can you kind of talk about how you got to overcome these moments?
You got to put some of those losses in the back burner because it happens. You can't win them all. I mean, especially when you look back at the season and you could have won some of the ones you lost. But we still have our goals in front of us, and just making sure people are still on board, especially for the younger guys, making sure they know it's not a wash because we lost a few games. So just keeping people motivated is the main focus.